If you've been sued by a debt collector and you've already had your trial, or if you're just wondering about your trial in small claims or district court, a question may come up, what if I lose my case? Because anytime there's a trial, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. So what if you are the loser? Well, you have a couple options. One, you could always work things out with the other side, but you'll have a judgment against you, which is bad for your credit report. Another option you have is you have the automatic right to appeal. Now, normally when we think about an appeal, we think, well, I've got to have all these reasons and convince the other court. We think about the United States Supreme Court or Alabama Supreme Court. This is a completely different type of appeal. You have an automatic right. You don't have to give any reason for your appeal. And you may say, well, why is that? That's kind of odd. Well, the reason is you have a constitutional right to a trial by jury. But if you're in small claims court, you're in district court, there is no jury. So you have a constitutional right to a jury trial, but you have no right to a jury trial in small claims or district court. So how do we make these things work? Well, the way we make them work is we say, okay, you can be forced to try your case in small claims or district court, but if you lose, you can fill out a piece of paper at the courthouse. You have 14 days normally to do this after you lose, and then you automatically are appealed up to the circuit court. And we've talked in other videos about being in circuit court. It's more complicated. We do discovery, we can have summary judgment, and you can check out those other videos. But when you appeal up, that circuit court judge doesn't say, okay, tell me what happened and tell me why I should change the lower court's decision. They don't do that. It's called de novo appeal. It just means you start brand new. So it's as if the case was originally filed in circuit court. A circuit court judge doesn't care who won or who lost in district court, small claims court. So if you lose, you have that right to appeal, and then you completely start over in circuit court. Now, that's also true for the other side. If you happen to win your case, the other side can appeal. I'll tell you this, appeals either by consumers or by the debt buyer, the debt collector, they're pretty rare. Most people don't do it because typically what happens in the small claims court is what's going to happen in the circuit court. So why go through the unnecessary expense and time? But do keep in mind you have the right to appeal, and that can be kind of your safety valve, or your when all else fails, I can always appeal it and start over. So keep that in mind. Now, you certainly need to check with a lawyer or with the court to find out what are the forms I fill out, how much money, what are my deadlines to do this. But keep that in mind that you do have the right to appeal. So I hope this is helpful to you. If you have other questions about debt collectors or your collection lawsuit, you can give us a call. My name is John Watts, 205-879-2447, or you can go to alabamaconsumer.com. Thank you.